So, I'm going to rank the Mimic Monster jump scares inside a tier list. Without further ado, let's get right into it, beginning off with Hiachi. I'm going to rank Hiachi's jump scare a B. Her design was very well polished. The jump scare sound suited her design, and her wild smile exposing her teeth was really terrifying. For Shizu's ranking, I'm probably gonna place her in the D rank. Getting jump scared by her for the very first time gives you really good chills, but when you realize she doesn't have a lot of detail, she loses her frightening appearance. I mean, she is a statue, so it gives her kind of a frightening disadvantage, if you could call it that. Biwaku belongs in the C category. Don't get me wrong, her design made me feel pretty uneasy and my heart races when I face her. But for some reason, I don't even like her jump scare. I don't even know why. Both of the kurikos did have really well made Revamp jump scares, so I'll place her in the B rank. Her two features that stood out to me were her smiles and her wide eyes. I'm going to give Megumi a C rank. It is way too dark to see her appearance in the dim lit library, and she just frowns if you look closely enough. Another monster going into the C rank category. The only thing you can see is his glowing pupils while he stabs you. And I didn't even notice he had a skull due to the poor lighting in the area. No, just a no. A D is where she belongs. She hardly has a jump scare animation, which is a blink and miss moment, and with the poor lighting, she doesn't look scary at all. But let's move on to Shaku Abomination. Just the D again. I'm just confused on why she's a model like this. It's not scary, it's just confusing. Her jump scare is considered as one of the best jump scares in my opinion. It felt calming and terrifying at the same time, and it was something different. She stabs you with her claws, while the other monsters just shake their head violently, I mean. So, I'm gonna put Sama in the S tier. I genuinely forgot about Kaito. I'll probably give him an A. His jumpscare animation and jumpscare sound sounded really aggressive while he strangled Yasu. I'm going to give Mihari a C, just because of the way her jumpscare looks compared to the Book 1 remake. Comparing it to the in-game jumpscare, it looked like nothing whatsoever. I'm going to keep it very short and basic. I'm giving Omukade a C. Her jumpscare is way too fast and it's like one of those blink and miss moments. A C is where Tokito belongs. His jumpscare is outdated, and it wasn't revamped like the other monsters you've seen in the Book 1 Chapter 4 remake. The only thing that gets you scared is him surprise attacking you. Both of these jump scares weren't really terrifying and belonged to the C rank. Both of these didn't look as terrifying as I hoped when they were first revamped. And I also remember Daku being one of the scariest monsters since he was the very first monster to get a chase theme, which played a huge factor in scaring people. The sound of his katana clashing was really satisfying, and he was really well detailed if you maxed out your graphics. And his screaming wasn't scary, but it was kind of more in an aggressive manner, I should say. So I'll rank him in the B tier. This monster was my personal favorite, but there are other monsters who executed the jump scares way better. I'm just gonna place her in the F tier. It's just a pale face with mark-up smearings on it. Now, she is the main antagonist of Book 1, so I thought and I hoped she would have one of the best monster jump scares and design in all of Book 1, but unfortunately, that was not the case. It's gonna be really quick and basic, but she was the first monster that got her first no box jump scare in the background. And for her ranking, I'll maybe give it a C. It isn't really that terrifying, and the only time she can scare me is when she teleports. I'll give her an F. It's just a black screen, yeah, but it would be probably better if she displayed an animation of her consuming the player or just tossing the player off a cliff. Josai is placed in the C tier. His screeches sounded pretty good, but the whole point of his entire jump scare is to stick his tongue out, which I didn't find scary. Just questionable. The Blind Witch belongs in the A tier. It looked identical to the monster she was based on, and the animation for Sukiya's jump scare was extremely smooth and satisfying. Hayakuma and Kishin's jump scare wasn't really that scary, just because it just consisted of a bunch of eyes around the body. So I'll give the ranking maybe a D. And for Tenno, his jump scare was pretty clean, I should say, so I might rank it in the C category.